Do you want to resonate with your ideal audience in a way that has the hairs standing up on the back of their necks? I'm going to share with you some messaging frameworks that really help you to do that. And they're so simple. They're tried and tested, and they're used by marketers and communications experts the world over. They are timeless, and you can implement them in your business and in your messaging when you know how to use them and what they are. And that's exactly what I'm going to be sharing with you right now. When you have these frameworks, they're called AIDA and PAS, and I'm going to go through them in a second. When you know what they are very powerful ways to create some attention and stimulate interest and emotion in the people that you're sharing these messages with in a way that stimulates desire and triggers them into taking an action and doing something about the information that you're giving them. How cool is that? Hey, I'm Jacques, and today we're going to talk about messaging frameworks. In marketing in particular, we're going to look at two really powerful frameworks, two of my favorites, one called AIDA, which stands for attention, interest, desire, and action, and one called PAS, which is problem, agitate, and solve. Now, if you think about the intro I just did in this video, I used the AIDA framework. That framework grabs people's attention. Want to know how to get your message to resonate with people? It stimulates interest. You know when your message really has the hair standing up on the back of people's necks, and it stimulates this emotion. Now all of a sudden your attention diverts and changes subtly into interest and intrigue. And then that intrigue is stimulated in a way to create more desire. So when you have this framework that I'm going to share with you, you're going to be able to take this, apply it in your business. And now I'm speaking to the thing that you really want by understanding these messaging frameworks. And that is to resonate, to have more impact, to be seen as the expert that you are, the influencer that you are, for your authority to shine through in the way that you share your message. Does that make sense? So see, this is quite meta, right? I'm using the framework and telling you about the framework through the example that I'm using. And I think if you can see that, you get a real flavor of what AIDA is. And it's when you understand it at that level. Most people don't. Most people just go, hey, grab attention. Oh, do you want this? And get people's interest, stimulate desire, trigger action. Come and do this now. And it's like a surface level. It doesn't go deeper into the actual workings and the nuances of how this works. So these frameworks are beautiful for really stimulating emotion. And if you understand that at the core of what they do, you're going to be able to use them so much easier and so much more powerfully. Now, as an entrepreneur, it can be really difficult to get your message across and understood by people who want to then purchase your products. We have this burning desire inside of us to make a change, make a difference in the lives of others. And we see the pain in others, and we know and we feel it in here. And we can help. We have the solution. I know the things that you need to do in order to make a difference, to get transformed, to change who you are and how you show up in the world. And it becomes quite a frustrating thing, because whilst we know the thing that we can help others with, it's hard to get them to understand it. So we try and, if you just try and do, we try and fix. We become the helper, the rescuer, right? If you try this, if you do this, if you take this step, if you do that. And we talk very practically and very pragmatically about steps and processes that people can go in. And so this just causes more frustration in us. It causes us to go almost as if we're banging our head against the wall, right? Because now we've got this desire to help, we've got this frustration and not landing our messaging, not landing with people and them not understanding us. And it's maddening, because we know the power and the difference we can bring, but people just don't seem to get it. And then the problem really occurs, because then what happens is we turn it back on ourselves and we ask a question of ourselves. What are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong? Why is it not working? Why are people not understanding me? Why are people not getting what it is that I can do and help them with? What am I doing wrong? Where am I going wrong? Is it me? And now our genius, our gift, the thing that we are called to bring into the world is brought into question. And then nobody wins. Nobody wins, and that's such a shame. There is a really simple way of having your messages resonate with other people. A really simple way. It's 3 things. It's problem, it's agitation, and it's solution. And understanding these 3 things and knowing how to articulate what it is that you can do and how you can help in this framework will have people literally hanging off your every word, wanting to know more about how you can help them, wanting to understand and actually going on the journey of understanding so that they now get it. They get what you do. They see how you can help and they're ready and want to work with you. And that is the power of the PAS framework. It really is a thing of beauty. It's almost magical how it works, how it helps you to articulate your message and present what you do and bring as the ideal solution. Let's look at that. So do you see what I did? When I talked about the problem, the frustration of not getting your message across, having this desire inside of you to make a difference in people's lives. This is the problem part of problem, agitate, and solve. So you essentially outline the problem. You agitate the problem to create this emotional state, and then you introduce the solution as the resolution. So it plays like music, you know, music plays and it has a rhythm to it. One of the universal laws of rhythm. And so this rhythm of PAS, we bring in this dissonance, this dun 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 dun. Oh no, how frustrating is this? We're banging our heads against the wall. We're not making the difference we want to make. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh man, you get me, you understand me, you see my problem from the inside. And I see it because I've been there, right? I live it. And so in reflecting the problem that others are going through, your ideal clients, right? In reflecting that problem, you resonate with them and they begin to create an affinity with who you are and how you could possibly help them. And then you just go deeper into the problem. So if you notice what I did, I went deeper into the problem, and it's called agitate for that reason, right? So you just agitate the problem. And so you just explore the problem in ways that resonate even deeper with your ideal client. So you're taking them on a hero's journey, right? You're going from this place of relative stability and you're literally taking them right down the way, down into the pits of despair, where you hit this rock bottom place of, you know, all hope is lost. And then we introduce the solution. Hey, it's not your fault. You're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with what you're trying to do. In fact, it's your calling to do what you're trying to do. And this thing I'm about to share with you will empower you to do just that. So now we brought a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. And now we can see the solution. And I introduced PAS as the solution in this PAS example, right? How cool is that? So now this framework, when you understand the framework, you can share your message in a way that hinges on these 3 things: problem, agitate, solve. So now we solve the problem. And this is where I introduce the framework as the solution to the problem. Can you see how that works? So it takes you down into that pit of despair, and then it brings you back up into this place of hope, this place of greater, deeper understanding. And at the same time, positioning you as the person to help them with that understanding. How powerful is that? So there you have it, AIDA and PAS, 2 of the most powerful messaging frameworks that exist in the world today. Take both of these frameworks, think about what it is that you do, think about the problem that you solve, think about the desire people have for what it is that you bring, right? And articulate it using these frameworks. Get people's attention, stimulate interest and desire, and then action. So the action piece in AIDA can be Hey, you want to find out more? Go and check this out. Go and download this e-guide. These things can be used in ads, they can be used in social posts, they can be used in sales pages, in videos like this one, right? They can be used all over for all manner of content. And they are really powerful frameworks that you can take and use and apply in all manner of situations. Presenting, speaking, selling, irrelevant, right? They're universal in that sense, really adaptable. And then PAS, problem, agitate, solve. What's the problem? Stimulate, agitate the problem. Introduce the solution after hitting that rock bottom place of despair. Introduce the solution as the hope and the optimism for a better future. Take the same journey, apply it in your perspective, your business, your niche. Understand the problem of your ideal clients. And this is why marketers harp on about this. Who is your ideal client? What is the problem that you solve for them? What are their pains and problems around what it is that you do? It's so important that you understand these things in order to be able to show people that you understand, right? And this messaging framework helps you to do that by reflecting their problems back at them and then introducing what it is that you do as the solution. So take these frameworks, play with them, apply them in your marketing, and I wish you all the very best.